You moved up there in 46. Okay.
Yeah, because my cookie was born in 46. Then she was, I was breastfeeding her when Mama kept us all and came back and we got ourselves together and then Benny moved up there.
I kept her. Mama told me, I'm telling you, she came, you wanted to leave her. And I was the oldest one there. And she asked me, did I think? I said, well, yeah, if she wants to go get a job, I think, yeah. She said, well, I'm telling you right now, if she leave it, it's your baby. And she peed on me. I fed her, and she was so heavy. Oh, she was so fat. A fat baby. Woo. Yeah. But I wasn't in school, so right then, because I had a baby.
How old were you?
How old was I? 17.
You were 17?
And the baby was stillborn.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So did we ever talk about being snowed in?
Oh.
I mean, there's so many stories and so many layers, you know. So I understand.
Up there, we had no electricity and no running water. We had lamps, kerosene lamps. We had like that.
Those are dangerous lamps, right? Those are the lamps where if it falls over.
Scary. Very scary.
Oh wow.
And we had an outside toilet. Yes. We had an outside privy.
That's what they call an outhouse, right?
Yeah, outhouse.
Wow. See, I know nothing about these things.
We had to pump in the kitchen, and other than that, we had to go out to the yard. We had this. It was the best water in the world. It's the only water.
Well water.
Yeah.
Well water, right?
Water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet spring.
That's what Mama called it. It's good.
Yeah, I remember my father used to tell me about like how they would bring, they would go and fetch water. And I guess that's what he was talking about too. That's interesting. And everybody would have to take a bath in the same water.
Right.
And the youngest boy would get the last of the water.
Tell me about it.
Is that what you guys would have to do?
When we moved into the house, and had no water, and so we had to pay people to get water from them, and they give us so much a month because people that had water in their house.
Well,
until we got ours in.
At first, it was a pump on the corner of Beach and Spring Hill, because I can remember I used to go up there and pump the water.
After by Nurse Davis' house.
Across the street from Nurse Davis.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
So gonna stay on track.
Back to the White Cloud now.
So you would have to go and get water and pump it.
Okay. So one evening it started snowing. No. We didn't have to. They had piped it into the kitchen.
That's what you told me. It was in the kitchen.
But he's saying that she had to go get water. We did. We had to go out into the yard and get some water.
From where?
The pump broke.
Oh,
in the kitchen.
okay.
Okay. Because it snowed. It snowed. How many days, Mary?
I don't know. It was horrible.
It was about a week, and you could hear them in the dark of night. Those heavy machinery. It's trying to get down in the valley where we live to get. Because they knew we were snowed in. We ran out of food. The pump in the kitchen broke, and we had to melt snow to drink water because it was too much snow to make it out to the outdoors pump.
Wow.
Too much, Sit
down, DJ. Sit.
The house was at the foot of two hills. That's what it was.
That's why I sit down in the Mama called it the holler.
Down in the hollow.
She called it the what?
Holler.
The house was down in the hollow. That's what they called it, down in the hollow.
Because you have to holler down or something?
No. Hollowed out.
Oh, hollowed out. Oh, hollow. I think you said holla. Hollow.
They did say holler.
Oh, they did say holla. Oh, okay. Wow. And do you remember how old you were that summer or that winter?
No, you said it was 13.
I was probably 14. Because we came back when I was 15. We were medical at the end. Well, we had such a...
So, were you guys all in school at this time as well? Were you guys all in school at this time?
Get to us.
No, not this particular week. I mean, but during this time, that year, when you were about 14 years old.
Yes, we were at White Cloud High School.
Now, how did you guys get to school?
School bus. but they couldn't get to us at
Right,
that time.
at that time, yeah.
And you were about 15 miles out of town.
15, that's what it
15
was.
miles out of
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. And so the machines came in, they
Oh, they
shoveled out the snow and
When they pushed that snow past our house, you couldn't even see the street because and the
they
street
would go
was
back that thing on
down.
up.
It was sort of like down in the hollow. You couldn't because the snow was banked up so high, and we had to take shovels and just
And cut
tunnel our way from the front yard into to the street.
Wow.
And Sister Daniels was right behind her, coming with food.
Yeah, because we were
And took Mama to.
how long were you guys without food? How many
We
days?
were about we ran down, got down to
driving.
dried beans, and of course everybody got flux.
Flux?
Gas.
Loose.
Oh, okay, right.
Oh, I won't say everybody.
But Mama was down here,
Mama.
down in Inkster with me.
So you weren't there
No.
during this time. So who was with you?
I don't know how
Mary was there, Lizzie was there, my
Me and my
oldest
sister next to me.
But not your parents.
No, my daddy was down
They
there.
got
He was still
caught
working at Ford.
before the storm started. They got caught away from us, so we were stranded. They were in Inkster and we were in White Cloud, and they couldn't get to us. But then Floyd was rather picked up.
So that's how somebody knew about you guys, because your parents knew that, we gotta get to our kids.
This lady, she lived about 5 or 6 miles down.
3.
But she knew that they were down there. And
Mama's friend.
and she made sure that they.
Who was the oldest in the house at that time?
I was.
So you took care of everybody.
Yeah,
We took care of
how?
one another.
Everything was breaking down every day. So some of them would go. That kept on making. We were destitute. I'm telling you.
Wow.
We really was.
And did you guys have heat at all?
We had pot belly stove in the living room and a big old iron stove and coal burning stove.
So you guys used coal to burn.
But then you guys started breaking off part of that
Yeah.
little wood off of that.
that little shed out there.
Yeah, to keep
For
it
heat.
keep warm. We were stranded. That's the snowbound. That's what you call it nowadays. They call it snowbound.
Speaking of which, I wrote a school paper when I was in the 11th grade, and I called it Snowbound, and I explained everything that I'm telling you. In fact, more. I probably have forgotten some of it.
Right.
And the teacher gave me an A- because she said it was too fictitious. And
Wow.
so I waited till class was over, and I went there and I explained to her everything I wrote on that paper was exactly what happened.
Wow.
That is exactly
didn't wanna
what
believe it.
happened. She changed my grade to an A+.
I heard that.
She sure did. And
Wow.
I thought I still had that paper. I'm gonna look at my signature.
You know, things really don't change much. I had a teacher, 11th grade.
Don't let her play with that thing.
I-
You see
I
how
had
heavy
it-
it is.
Oh,
If you-
okay.
If she drop it on her foot, it's gonna break her foot.
Okay.
It's the thing to go in the yard. Pick it up, see how heavy it is.
Which one? This?
This thing right here.
This?
Yeah, pick it up.
No, this is we brought this. It's not that bad.
Mine is up under that thing. I thought you got
okay.
one under there.
Oh, okay.
One under there, and that thing will break her foot.
Oh, okay. But I was gonna say things don't change much. In 11th grade, I wrote a short story with the poem in it, and my teacher in 11th grade said, "You couldn't have wrote this." I was like, "I write poetry," you know. That's just interesting. Like all these years over time, like these things don't change, and like us being believed in the circumstances and situations that we go through. They're, like, you know, you guys got stranded and couldn't get help that you needed, and other people probably knew about you but didn't bother, right? So they had to bring these machines in. How did they convince them to get the
Heavy
machines?
equipment. Of course, they knew that we were down in there stranded. It snowed for about a week, non-stop.
Did anybody else get stranded like this?
I don't know, but we couldn't get out to sea. Well, they may have. I don't know if they did or not. They may have gotten after you had passed you up to those people up on the hill.
Ginger.
Who's them people's name? The Lawson.
That's it.
The Rossons who used to live up at the hill.
Wow. So, after or towards the end of your high school years, so you would have already been out of high school. Were you already out of high school when you were in?
She was
Did you? What did you do after high school?
Huh?
What did you do after high school?
What did you do after high school?
After high school, what did you do?
Well, I went to beauty school. She started me off, and they paid me first down payment on my going to beauty school because I was already doing hair.
Tell me about.
What's called a bootleg.
Oh, that's so interesting because Cody went to beauty school, right? She went for cosmetology and to do nails as a nail technician. I find that to be really fascinating. Like that those type of things that were in
a lot of jobs before I went to beauty school.
She did too.
A whole lot of jobs. And then I had children. All of my kids were born, wasn't it? Yeah, even Robin, when you sent me to beauty school. Yeah, because I was living on Burton.
So what was beauty school like?
I decided she was a single mother. I was a single mother, but she left her husband, and
and that was the one that was a brother to your.
Right. Okay. And I decided. I was thinking about it. I thought maybe I'll ask her if she wants to go to school to be an LPN, and I'll pay for it. And I offered it to her, and she said, "Yeah." And then later she came back and she said, "Ed, do you mind if I go to beauty school instead of go?" I said, "I don't care."
So you pay for her to go to school?
Right.
Wow.
Not the thing. She made it down $300. It started off. The whole thing cost like $1,500. But she started it off, and it gave me a start. And then I started doing hair. I was still doing hair at home. But
how old were you at this time when you started doing hair?
What, about 15.
And when you went to beauty school, how old were you?
I was doing hair 25 cents a head, press and curl.
25 cents a head?
That was in 1930.
Your prices are high, babe.
1935.
So 25 cents to do a haircut. Or to do a style, press and curl.
Yeah.
How much is it now to do a press and curl, Cody?
30 maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was in 1935.
1935.
And I started doing hair at home.
So, how old were you when you went to school?
Let me see. Robin, I was about 40 years old.
About 40 years old. So, okay. Before we finish that, let's rewind back to after high school. So after high school, what did you go and do? Is that when you met your husband, or did you guys meet in high school?
No, I didn't marry him until I was 25.
25. Okay. So what happened after high school?
I had a job at laundry.
Can you reach that last night?
Working at the shirt factory, shirt laundry, doing the ward. And then I would babysit.
What war was that?
Like that.
Remember
Was that World War II or what?
Huh?
What war was that during?
what war was it?
Yeah, what war was it? That you,
During the Second World War II.
World War II.
When the World War started, it was in 1941 when they blew Pearl Harbor. You know about that?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
yes,
that's the war I'm talking about.
Okay. Wow.
So, but that was before the war. But after the war started, then I got a job at the laundry doing the uniforms for the men that was working they worked protecting the plant where they're making war ammunition, and they had the beige, and it's almost like what the Wayne County Sheriff suit they wore. It's like a uniform, and I did the shirts.
And during this time, what were you doing? Now, were you still in high school at this time when she was out?
No, I was working.
Yeah, I'm 80 years old, and she is.
I was working at.
We all grown up when we talking about I went to beauty school.
No, not beauty school. Not beauty school. I'm talking about right after high school. You said you went and started working in the factory, or not factory, doing laundry.
Not the factory, in the laundry,
right?
In the laundry.
That was after high school for you, right? So I'm asking during that time.
I remember, what did I do after I first got out of high school? Well, couldn't find a job.
No.
I mean, I retired
I could remember going to DeSoto. The soda plant's not even there. And I came home and my hands were cold and my feet. And Daddy told us don't ever do that again. We're waiting out there in line. And I mean, I tried every factory.
I did too. Well, nobody hired me.
And then after I got married, my ex was in the
Did you get married first?
Did I get married before her?
Yes.
No.
How old were you when you got married?
22.
And were you guys all still living in your father's house at that time?
I was. But
And was that common for the girls or women to live in the home for a
if you
while?
couldn't find a job,
What they gonna do? Put them out?
No, not that you're gonna put them out, but I mean today,
Before you get married.
today it's a
couldn't
thing
find
where
a job.
you turn 18 and you're independent. You need to get your own place and so forth. And this is how people feel. Not saying this is how parents do, but there's a culture now where, you know, when you get 18, oh, I want to get my own apartment, I want to get my own job, or I want to go off to college. One
I
of the two.
wanted to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, this one teacher, he was a Jew, and he told me, he was an English teacher, and he told me to wait after school, and he told me that he had talked to some women organizations, and they were to send me to school and be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I didn't want to be a teacher, but really, I didn't have clothes, I didn't have transportation, I didn't have the book, nothing. I told him I don't want to be a teacher.
Oh, because you didn't have those things.
Right.
You was embarrassed because it was so poor.
I think you'd have made a fine teacher, Ed. I think you would have made a fine teacher.
So many people ask me if I'm a teacher. But no, I started working at a mental hospital. When my husband he was stationed in Indianapolis, and me and my son moved there, and I came back here and applied for a job at Ipsy State Hospital, and so I forgot. I took the test anyway. I went to work, and I worked there for 18 years, 16 years, 18 years. And I was a supervisor before I left. And I left there and went to the Michigan Employment Security Commission. I was a claims examiner there. And then I transferred to the state office. I was an employee liability examiner, and I worked there until I retired.
Like we used to call the unemployment office.
Well, no, I was an employee liability examiner.
But I'm telling you where you worked at, we called it unemployment office.
No, that's where I worked. But then when I transferred to the state office, then it was
Okay.
Okay. And how about you? After high school, what did you do?
Come on.
Tried to find a job, same problem that she had. All the factories I take off from, you know, I was looking.
I started as a lean.
My daddy had started finding little jobs for, like this white guy, his wife had a miscarriage in the house. And he hired me and Bonnie off to this man to go and clean up the house, including that filthy couch. Oh, yes. And I was in the bedroom making the bed, and here he comes, looking at me. Do you take? I said, do I take? I didn't know what he was talking about. It finally dawned on me. I told Daddy what he said. And that man wanted to take me to bed. Yes. That was the last time he did that. Then I had to work in a furniture store, just dusting all day, keeping dust off the furniture.
How old were you when you worked for that man at his house?
I graduated and when I was 18, because I had a late start, I was turned to be born before December 10th in order to start kindergarten. Well, December 1st, I had to go 9 more days before
Right.
I would turn 5. So they wouldn't let me
And when
start
they didn't
school.
take them, but they
So
So I was 18.
so now let me just double check on something. You are 8 years younger than, and you are how many years younger than?
3.
3. Okay. So that's interesting that 3 years have passed. Now you're out of school and you have the same problem that they had.
Because the situation still, no jobs. No jobs. Period. No jobs.
How long did it take before things seemed, I guess I can't say normal because things probably never were normal for African Americans, but after the Great Depression first hit, how long after the Great Depression was it before things started to seem like they were better now?
That's what she was saying after Pearl Harbor.
After Pearl Harbor. So the Great Depression started what year?
29.
29.
That's
The war
what-
started in 1941.
Well, actually, the stock market crashed in 29.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was maybe 31 when it really got bad. But,
Mm-hmm. Wow, interesting. So, how were you when you first got married?
Be careful.
I'm sorry. I was asking you, how old were you when you first got married?
she said she was
I said
25.
25.
25? Huh? And you were 22? And you guys married 2 brothers. How did you guys meet these brothers? That's interesting.
How did we meet them?
Yeah.
They went to school with some of them. Some of them went to school with them.
Okay. Oh, did you guys get married around the same time, or?
No.
Okay. Let me ask you this: when the
When
recession?
I got married, I was 25, and I'm 8 years older than she is.
Oh well, yeah.
She was just a kid.
Oh, and then right. I'm still putting it together. I'm sorry. I'm still putting it together the years and the age difference. Okay. So let me ask you this: when they first started talking about the recession back in 2001, that ended up occurring, and given like 9/11, all that stuff happened. In the recent past, decade or so, how did you guys think back to the Great Depression and how that was? Like, how did that affect you guys when all that stuff started happening?
Well, it didn't affect me at all because I had retired by then. I retired on my 55th birthday. And that was in 84, I think it was.
Oh, I was like 1. I was like 1 year old. Oh wow. Context. Okay, and did you ever get married?
Did I ever get
Yes.
married? No, I never got married.
Never got married. Okay. And kids. Do you all have kids?
I have one son.
One son.
Yeah, he'll be 64 in November.
Normally when I talk to people, they say, "Yeah, I have a son. He's 19, or he's 20." You say he's 64,
And he has 4 kids, 3 sons and a daughter.
Right.
And then all 3 of my grandsons, all together, they got 7
But she ever tried to get that
babies and
Not
7
anymore.
baby
My
mamas.
Okay.
Wait. So they all got 7 kids.
No,
One had 7
all
kids.
together.
I had 7.
All together.